Final series, Tappara Ilves ends up in Tappara winning 4-3 and therefore going through the finals. Congratulations for the away team. Richard Grönborg will start with this game. What are your thoughts about tonight?
Oh boy, with that start we had, obviously hats off to Ilves. They did a tremendous job funneling a lot of pucks on net. I know they've been talking a lot about the net presses and everything else, and obviously they accomplished that. The first 10 minutes we were really on our heels, and they got rewarded too. If you remember a few games back, it was a similar situation, and then we kind of caved in. So we must have learned something from that game and learning how the process working. Like we need to chip away. We need to get one shift, next shift, and build the momentum that way. That's what I think playoffs is all about, of learning the momentums, learning how to play when chips are down a little bit and play a more simple game. And super proud of the guys never giving up. It's easy for a coach to start taking over the process, start calling timeouts and start yelling at the players, but they took charge themselves. They challenged each other on the bench. They challenged each other in the locker room. They didn't want to let this game go, and I think that's what we got rewarded for at the end. I think, boy, it was a nice feeling going back to the locker room and to come back win like that.
Yeah, obviously a mentally tough team. When you got to lead 4-3, you were able to control the game quite well.
Yeah, I would say. Obviously, they had some chances, but so did we. I think we had a few breakaways and so forth. But again, we knew that they were never going to give up. Ilves is a tremendous hockey team, very well coached. So we knew it was going to be a really tough opponent. But at the end of the day, I think the character we have in the locker room, I hats off to the guys. They did a tremendous job of always believing and believing each other and believing the process for the most.
And obviously Christian Helianko, when the score was 3-3, Ilves had couple of terrific opportunities, but he was the man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason he's been MVP. There's a reason that he's been making those saves for quite some time. And if you're going to go far in the playoffs, you have to have guys making those type of plays. And obviously the goaltender is kind of a individual sport in the team sport, if you like. Those guys are, they're really good goalies, and obviously hats off to the goaltending for Ilves as well. But Chris was really made those key saves that we needed to keep believing, even when the chips were down.
I'll come back with you for about the whole series, but Tommi, mitä ajatuksia tästä illasta? Tietysti erittäin pettynyt siihen, että tämä sarja päättyy nyt Tapparan voittoon, mutta mitä tänä iltana näit?
No hieno lähtö meiltä totta kai, mutta sitten kaiken kaikkiaan, että miten me pelattiin sitten oikeastaan se seuraava 20 minuuttia, niin siitä ei voi olla hirveän tyytyväinen. Että sekä se ekan erän loppu jo ja vielä toisen erän alku. Tietysti toisen erän alkuun tuli ne maalit, mutta että toisen erän loppupätkä pelattiin taas hyvin ja se oli hyvä pätkä meiltä. Meillä oli siinä pari tosiaan ihan tosi hyvää tonttia, josta olisi ollut tämä maali. Mutta viimeisessä erässä loppu vähän voima sitten, että ei enää ollut oikein voimaa niin kuin yhdessä yrittää niin kuin saada aikaiseksi sitä painetta sinne vastustajan päätyyn. Ja vaikka niin kuin jokainen jätkä varmasti yritti kaikkensa, niin siellä vaan tuli sitten jonkun verran kiekon kanssa niitä virheitä siinä vaiheessa, kun olisi pitänyt vielä saada vastustaja vähän puolustaa pitkään ja saada sitä kautta sitä momentumia. Tällä kertaa ei riittänyt ja oikea joukkue meni varmasti jatkoon, että onnittelut Tapparalle siitä. Ja I'm going to switch actually quickly to English that you also understand. We have met with Richard quite many times during this season, last season, and the season before also, and the last year for you in Finland. So I want to thank you for these games. It has been a tremendous honor to play or be on the other side. We don't play, but be on the other side, and I have a big respect for you as a coach, and hope all the best for you in the future also.
Likewise. Thank you. Thank you.
Tommi, mitä ajatuksia tästä koko sarjasta? Mitkä asiat ne sitten lopulta oli, joiden ansiosta Tappara nyt niukasti menee jatkoon?
No he voitti 4 peliä ja me voitettiin 2 peliä. Et siellä on paljon asioita tietysti, mistä voi olla tosi tyytyväinen ja paljon asioita, mistä ei voi olla millään muotoa tyytyväinen. Et se, että me jäätiin erikoistilanteissa tappiolle, niin se on totta kai yksi iso osa tätä sarjan voittamista. Ja se, että loppuviimeen nyt näissä, ajatellaan näitä viimeisiäkin pelejä, niin maalin hinta oli pikkasen turhan pieni ehkä, että meidän olisi pitänyt pystyä puolustamaan selkeästi kovemmin ja paremmin sit noita hetkiä, kun oli se hetki, kun pitää puolustaa. Niin siinä me vähän ehkä vastustajalle sitten kyllä hävittiin, että se oma maalin eduspuolustamisen kovuus niin ei ollut ihan samalla tasolla. Totta kai sieltä löytyy paljon yksilöosaamista maalinteon muodossa, mutta kyllä me tehtiin ihan tarpeeksi maaleja kuitenkin sit näissä peleissä, että ei se siitä jäänyt kiinni. Yleensä parempi joukkue menee läpi paras 7 sarjoissa, niin tällä kertaa myöskin.
Hyvä. Kiitos tästä ja tsemppiä pronssiotteluun. And Richard, what are your thoughts about the whole series? Is it fair to say that it took you a while, a couple of games, to kind of adapt to what Ilves is demanding from the game, and you therefore came out as winners as you were able to change the game a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough series, of course. And it's been a tough series the whole season, and there's the difference between winning and losing is so small. I mean, we saw it last year when we lost 4 straight. I mean, even though at least 3.5 of those games were right in it, but we just couldn't find ways to win, and Ilves did. So, it's a lot of things as a coach. It's the derby games, a lot of emotions, all that stuff that needed to settle down a little bit, and I don't want to take anything away from the way the Ilves started. They started out tremendously in the first 2 games, and same in this game. So there was a formidable, opponent in this series for sure. So again, it's always interesting as a coach when you see the players start taking over the process, and that's what we felt. Somewhere along the lines when we won the first game, a very, very tight game. We got a couple of bounces, and the classic saying is that we earned some bounces, and we did. But again, I'm super happy to be in the finals again. And I have a full respect of the derbies and the emotions, and obviously the formidable team of Ilves. So,
yeah, thank you and good luck for the finals.
Kiitos.
Kiitos.